Wayne Good. Suppose your favorite sandwich shop plans to name a leadership sandwich after you. What should be in that sandwich and why? Suppose your favorite sandwich shop plans to name a leadership sandwich after you. What should be in that sandwich and why? Wayne Good.
One thing I've learned while reading fiction books that have nothing to do with leadership is the term noblesse oblige, which is similar to the nobility is obliged. And it was the concept that if you were nobility or an aristocrat, there are certain things you were obligated to do because of your position, not by law, but because that was what the leaders, those were the leaders of that day, the leaders of that day did. So as leaders, I think we must accept the concept of noblesse oblige. So when assembling a sandwich to be honored with my name, I would not choose the sandwich I would like to eat because that would be being concerned about me. I would choose the sandwich that other people should eat. Now, perhaps because I was scared by a rabbit in the cradle or something, I generally do not like vegetables, just a very few. So I don't put lettuce or tomatoes or pickles or any of those things on my sandwich. And when I'm served a sandwich with them, I take them off. However, as a leader, it's not about me. It's about others. And not just the things that I do, but I think as a leader, it's more important in the example that we set. So I would choose a sandwich that had lean meats on it, something I generally do anyway, perhaps turkey and lean ham, some low-fat cheese on it with 2% milk fat, light mayo, and not too much of it. But then I would put on it lettuce and tomato, onions, pickles, perhaps a few other vegetables. Not eating them, they don't always come to mind. And I would put it on a multigrain roll, not necessarily whole wheat, but something healthy. Now, I might not order this and eat it, but if my name's going to be associated with it, I need to lead people by example to have healthy habits. And I guess I would try as much as possible to eat it. But the most important thing is to lead by example. Madam Contest Chair.
Lynn Blake. Suppose your favorite sandwich shop plans to name a leadership sandwich after you. What should be in that sandwich and why? Suppose your favorite sandwich shop plans to name a leadership sandwich after you. What should be in that sandwich and why? Lynn Blake.
A leadership sandwich after me. Master Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, what would be in that sandwich? And how would it reflect my leadership skills? Well, for me, I will always try to be true and honest. So of course, my sandwich would be vegetarian. It would be filled with goodness, like avocado, spinach, Brussels sprouts, a little sprouts. Of course, you need some protein, so let's throw some cheese on that sandwich. But what about the bread? The bread is important too. That needs to be wholesome. A good whole wheat bread with nuts in it. So what does that say about my leadership skills? Here's what I would tell you. I try to be honest and true. I try to engage my people. And I always try to have a little fun. That's why you would include the nuts. So there you have it. There's my sandwich. Avocado, spinach, Brussels sprouts, cheese, and wholesome whole wheat bread with a little bit of nuts. Back to you, Mr. Contest Chair.
Tanya Latham. Suppose your favorite sandwich shop plans to name a leadership sandwich after you. What should be in that sandwich and why? Suppose your favorite sandwich shop plans to name a leadership sandwich after you. What should be in that sandwich and why? Tanya Latham.
Fellow Toastmasters, take a trip with me down the road in Maryville, Tennessee to Maryville Corner Market. It is a wonderful store, has a great little cafe, and some of the best sandwiches you will ever eat. As a matter of fact, the owner designs a lot of those sandwiches herself, having traveled hither and yon to find just the right ingredients. Now, if she did want to honor me with naming one of those great sandwiches after my leadership skills, I hope she would include some of the following. First, I happen to like tomatoes. Tomatoes take a while to grow, though. And in order to get those really good ones, those heirloom tomatoes where everybody wants to save the little seeds in them so you can continue to grow them forever, you have to invest time. I want a leadership sandwich to know that leadership takes time. You want something good in it. You also want that leadership sandwich to have some meat in it. You want it to have something that'll stick with you and help you grow and get better. So roast beef would be a wonderful choice for that. We all like that good, strong meat that's going to give us that energy. Then we want a bread that also takes a little bit of time, but has some great flavor and leaves a good taste. When I lead, when I help others, when I help them reach their goals, I want them to remember it and to be excited about it. That roast beef sandwich with heirloom tomatoes on a good focaccia bread, that's leadership as I look at it. We want to grow, we want to get better, and we want to have a great taste left after it. Contest Chair.
2021 District 63 Table Topics Contest. Third place goes to Wayne Good. Second place goes to Lynn Blake. First place is awarded to Tanya Latham.